So you discount the witnesses who have said that the person who was killed here, the victim, was rushing toward the officer. You accept the witness statements of those who say he had his hands in the air. How do you distinguish between what you accept and what you deny?
It's very easy. You look at the autopsy report, and they'll tell you whether this kid was shot in the front or the back. And you look at the autopsy report, and you look at the police reporting, this kid had no arms, had no gun, had no defense for himself. You look at what you see televised, that he had his hands up saying, don't shoot, don't shoot. And you look at all these things, and I think that's going to be important. More and more will come out. I'm very glad that Daryl Parks.
What was televised, sir? Professor, how did you see televised pictures of his hands in the air? How did you see them?
They've been on not this station, but on stations since this happened almost 2 weeks ago. And if you look at the autopsy report in the New York Times just a week ago, it shows the injuries to the back of his head, injuries coming through his front eye, the shots in the back, and that shows the bullet places as well. The autopsy, there's been several autopsies done. That information is valid as well. It's not that I'm discounting what other people are saying. I think we have to listen to that. But the reality is that people have been watching, addressing, and seeing what's happening, and I think we can keep an open mind, no question about that. Let the jury decide. But I think if you look at, Chris, at all this evidence, there's going to be a lot that's out there, and I think that a young man died, and we need to answer to that and make sure that we understand why it happened.
That's your position. I respect your judgment. But my position is I'm not going to try this case on television. Anyway, Xavier Scooter,
you've already tried it on television, right? Chris, let me just say this. If you look at what's happened, they're trying it on television. The first day you saw the police release information about this young man with a video of him at the store, things like that purported to be him. So you've already tried it. This person was called a hoodlum, a criminal, everything that you can imagine. He did steal some cigars, no question about that. That's very different than somebody who's shot multiple times by a police officer when he says, don't shoot.